I'm Euge Valovirta. This one is about Jens Bogren's new IR pack made for downtuned rhythm guitars. First, let's listen a song I wrote inspired by this new pack. I'm gonna use my 7-string ESP Japan custom shop down to drop A flat or drop G sharp. Then into bass super overdrive, Zool noise gate to get rid of the hiss, Marshall JCM800 223, the bad boy. Into CYHRA reactive load where I'm using a direct out and then I'm adding the IRs in the mix in Cubase by using STL-Tone's Bogren IR loader. Okay, so here's the mix. It's really simple. Let's check it out. So as you hear and see, you can get different tonalities by just changing the IR. This STL-Tone's Bogren, this is the best IR loader I've ever used, and that's why I use it. It's not for free, but it's great. And what is cool that it has this Cartesian mixer, so you can have a lot of different IRs. You can blend them and you can compare them. Let's go into that soon, so I will compare these new downtuned IRs with Bogren's previous IRs, which I use always. Ever since the rhythm pack was released, I haven't used any other IR by Jens Bogren. These just work so great. If you listen the left guitar alone, without the IR, it sounds like this. So it's a direct sound. So once more, the signal comes from the amp, then it goes to CYHRA's reactive IR. And I have several inputs. Direct in bass drive, bass vocal mic, CYHRA IR, CYHRA direct, SUR IR, SUR direct. So I can record with an impulse response that's loaded here or in the SUR, or just a direct sound and then add the IR later in the mix. You know, I can record with whatever IR, but then I can change that with the library if I feel that, okay, maybe some other IR works better. So that's the thing. So the ones I ended up using on this mix was the JCM800 and the Bogren IR. they just seem to work. Why this is downtuned? As you can hear, probably there's kind of quite a bit of that upper mid, that what you kind of need if you have really downtuned guitars for them to cut through the mix. And there's not that much of a, there is low end, but it's really tight. These are pre-EQ, so these are mix ready, so these aren't raw IRs. That's why I love this. If you check the EQ I have on these guitars, none. The only thing is the SSL drive, which when it's 5 on these soft tubes, SSL 4000E, it acts like a real console. It adds a little bit of that analog drive in there, just makes it a little bit more ballsy, more mojo. Right guitar, none. Why make things harder for yourself when you can make them really easy? That's why I love these Bogren IRs. Absolutely fantastic. I have no idea what cabs, what speakers I used. I don't really care. I mean, who does? If it sounds good, it's good. That's all that matters, or at least should matter, or matters to me. Totally secondary information. What was the gear? Because the end result, the sound, is the one thing that at least I'm interested in. So next, I'll grab the guitar and I'll go through the IRs and a little bit more about what I think about them and why, and then I will compare them. All right, I have the guitar and a cup of coffee. So now I have the Libra here as a Cartesian mixer, and I have IRs on all slots. 2 from the first rhythm pack, 2 from, well, this is actually a combination of mine, what I did then, Valovirta from the lead and clean pack, Bobby Sweet and Bogren from the new downtuned pack, almost ACC and Telecaster from the leads and clean pack. And the signal chain, just once more, the guitar, then it goes to my pedal board, which is here, then into KHE Audio Electronics amp switcher. Now I have 3 amps, the 800 Bad Boy, Peavey 5150 block letter, you can't probably see it, but it's there, and then the JCM2000 triple super lead, which is there for clean. So let's see how this works with clean. So first with the 800, and let's just, so you can see I have this here on the F, which is the Bogren. Let's go through these really quickly. Well, you get the point. They are all really good, and like this alone, it's sometimes a bit hard to decide what to use. But in the mix, when you just scroll them and, something always, okay, yeah, that works. works. So that is the way, at least to me, if I'm not sure what to use. Let me show this with a Gonno JCM what I have. Now it's 800. $50. Back to 800. As you hear, 5150 is a lot darker amp, but works great. So with 5150 I might use something that's a little bit brighter, like I think the Bogren was quite bright. Yeah, works better. Yeah, with 800 the Bogren is a bit. But again, in a mix it could work. Then the body Swede, which is here on the E. That's one of my favorites. It's really balanced. Yeah, this works for leads also. A good tone is a good tone. Okay, then let's go to the Valovirta, which is my signature IR from the lead and clean pack. As you hear, there's not that upper mid thing, because this is just an overall general IR that works on everything, in my opinion. But with these lower tune, really low tuning, this is in G sharp or A flat. It's a little bit. It could, in the mix it might not work, or at least then I would need to use an EQ to boost, upper mids quite a bit. Yeah, the Bobby Swede works a lot better with the lower tunings. Okay, then this is something I did using this library, because you can print these. You can have it here and then just save this, so then it saves this whole thing as one IR, which is basically 8 IRs. You can do so much with it. I usually just use one IR, but in this case I blended Valovirta and Sound of God 2, 70-30. It just adds that lower mid thump which the Sound of God 2 has here. Now my favorite from the rhythm pack is the Grease Beard. It's really close to Sound of God, but it has a little bit tighter low end and a different high end. But these new downtuned pack IRs, what I have here now, Bobby Swede and the Bogren, this has that little bit tighter low end and upper mid, which with standard tuned guitar might sound a bit harsh, at least alone, but in the mix it could work. Okay, and then why the clean IRs? They don't really work with distorted guitars, because I think Jens has used some really small cabinet, so listen to what happens when I'm using the 5150 now. Listen to what happens when I engage this. lot of that really high, and it just goes. But check it out what happens when I turn it to clean channel, TSL. You get that sparkling air there, which these have. Conclusion. Again, another absolutely fantastic IR pack from Jens, and basically you don't have to do, just dial a good tone at the IR. It works in the mix. You know, if you need, you know, maybe you can cut out some lows, maybe add some highs if you like some IR, but you just wish that it had more highs, then you can just add that in the mix with EQ. And they work for leads, cleans, everything, like all of these. The only thing that works only on clean guitars are the clean IR, but all these rhythm pack, the lead IR, the downtuned, they work on everything. They just tailor to more specifically to one thing. Like these downtuned IRs, they have a lot of that upper mid aggression and tighter low end, which is what you do if you just record a raw cab sound. If you have a downtuned guitars, you kind of need to do that in the mix, otherwise it's just flubby and, you know, muddy. But with these IRs, you know, there's no need to do that. And again, why make things harder when you can make them easier? And if it sounds good, it's good. And I like the names a lot, you know. I mean, Marshall 4x12 mic with blah blah blah, and that speaker, that's like really boring, and who cares? Like, you know, I mean, yeah, oh yeah, it's cool, you know what gear you use, but to me, totally secondary information. I care about the tone, the sound, everything else is secondary. Hey, this was a bit more than just the video about the new downtuned pack. I guess I covered pretty much all packs. In the description there's a link, it's my affiliate link to Jens Bogren, so you get a 10% discount, extra discount for everything, all IRs, the drum sample pack, which I use on drums a lot. If I use real drums on a mix, use that, I'll get a small commission, you'll get a small discount, everybody wins. Strong recommendation again, Jens Bogren, you know, gotta love the guy. Alright, hey, thanks for watching, all the best, see you on the next one, bye.